Welcome to Benchmark. This is the second video of multiple choice question on the topic derivative, and I'm sure you would have understood whatever questions that we have discussed in the previous video. We had discussed the formulas, so let me quickly recall the formulas that we had done over there. Okay. So apart from the basic formulas of the addition rule, subtraction rule, division, multiplication rule, there were some formulas from the application of derivatives. So let's just try to recall what the formula of elasticity of demand is, which is equal to minus time derivative of demand with respect to price into price upon demand, which in the notation form it can be represented as minus P upon D into dd by dP. And the other formula is relationship between MR, that is marginal revenue, average revenue, and elasticity of demand. So MR is equal to AR in the bracket 1 minus 1 by nu. Okay. So let's start with the questions. Okay. The first question says if the marginal revenue is 50 and the price is 75. The price over here is nothing but average revenue. Then the elasticity of demand. So how do I find the elasticity of demand? Okay, so let's check. Okay, so it was MR is given, AR is also given. I need to find elasticity of demand. So let's use the formula. MR is equal to AR 1 minus 1 by nu. How much is the value of MR? 50. AR 75. 1 minus 1 by nu. Let's take 75 on the other side. So it's 70. 50 upon 75 is 1 minus 1 by nu. 25 2s are 25 3s are. So 2 upon 3 is equal to 1 minus 1 by nu. Now I can take minus 1 upon nu on the other side. So it becomes plus 1 upon nu, which is equal to 1 minus 2 by 3. Which is equal to 3 minus 2 by 3, taking LCM 1 by 3. So this is the value of 1 upon nu. Taking the reciprocal, I get the elasticity as 3, and hence the right answer is B. Correct? Okay. Moving on to the next question. Now the average revenue is given, elasticity is given, and I have to find out the marginal revenue. So I'll write on the formula again. MR is equal to AR MR is equal to AR 1 minus 1 upon nu. Average revenue 45. 1 minus 1 upon 5. So that gives me 45 into 5 minus 1, that is 4 upon 5. 5 9s are 9 4s are 36. So the right answer is 36. Moving on to the next question. Fx is given and I need to find out f double dash x. What is f double dash x? This is nothing but it is called as second order derivative. Fine. Okay. So first of all, let's find out the first order derivative. What is f dash x? F dash x is nothing but x square derivative is 2x and derivative of 3x is 3. F double dash x, derivative of 2x is 2 and derivative of 3 is 0. So answer is 2 and hence option A is correct. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Same type of question what we had done previously. I have been asked to find out the average revenue. 30 is equal to AR 1 minus 1 by 8, which is equal to AR. 1 minus half is how much? That is half. It is 30. So it's 30 into 2 is equal to AR. Therefore, AR is equal to 60. Answer option C is the correct answer. Okay. Moving on to the next question. You have been asked to find out the price. So what is price basically? That is nothing but average revenue I am looking for. Substituting 30 is equal to, that is MR is equal to AR 1 minus half, isn't it? So AR, this is half, which is equal to 30. This 2 comes to cross multiplication on the other side. So average revenue is 60, and hence option C is correct. Okay, so what do you understand by the statement if f dash 4 is equal to 0 and f double dash 4 is less than 0? Then if f double dash x, that is second order derivative, is less than 0, it means the given function will have maximum value. Where? At the value of x, which we have obtained when we have solved f dash x, that is first order derivative, is equal to 0. So first order derivative is equal to 0 at what point? F dash 4. It means fx, that is given function, has maxima at x is equal to 4. Is it? So let's take simple example. If I am getting f dash x example is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6, correct? So when I simplify, I get x square plus 2x plus 3x is equal to 6, x plus 2 plus 3, x plus 2. So I'm getting x plus 3, x plus 2 equal to 0. So I'm getting x is equal to minus 3 and x is equal to minus 2. So these are the values of x, which I need to substitute in f double dash x, and see to it if I am getting the second order derivative as greater than 0, equal to 0 or less than 0. So I am getting the value of second order derivative, that is at what point? At point 4. I am getting the second order derivative less than 0 at x is equal to 4. So the given function will have maxima at x is equal to 4. Oh, this is clear. Okay, moving on to the next question. The same concept is applied over here also. If second order derivative at what point? At point 2 is less than 0, sorry, greater than 0. Greater than 0 means I am talking about minima. So at what value the given function will have minimum value? So fx is going to be minima at x is equal to 2. Clear? Okay, next. Moving on to the next question. If elasticity is greater than 1, then the demand is said to be. See, what all values we can have basically of elasticity or demand. So let's try to understand that first. If elasticity is equal to 0, it means it is said to be perfectly elastic. Perfectly inelastic. Fine. If nu is equal to 1, means demand is directly proportional to price, and if elasticity is greater than 1, then demand is said to be elastic. And if it lies between 0 and 1, then it is said to be inelastic. So this question says elasticity is greater than 1. So what is the right answer? It is said to be elastic. Clear? Let's move on to the next question. Okay. 0 is less than n is less than 1. Just see the previous question what I had given. 0 is less than n is less than 1. So it is said to be inelastic. So what is the right answer for this? It is option A, that is inelastic. Moving on to the next question. I have been asked to find out the maximum value of the given function f of x. So for the maxima and minima, what are the steps that is required? First of all, I need to find out the first order derivative f dash x. That gives me 4 minus 2x. F double dash x, which is equal to minus 2. Now this value is negative, that is less than 0. So whatever is the value of f dash x equal to 0, whatever is the value of x I am getting, at that value of x I will have the maximum value. So what do I get? 4 is equal to 2x, x is equal to 2. So given function will have maxima at point x is equal to 2. So just substitute the value. So what do I get? 3 plus 4 into 2 minus 2 square, which is equal to 3 plus 8 minus 4. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 minus 4 is 7. So the right answer is option A. Next question. If the profit function in lakhs for selling goods is given, then I have to find the minimum profit. If the profit function in lakhs for selling tons of goods is fx is equal to this, the minimum profit at x is equal to 2 in lakhs. Just substitute the values. At x is equal to 2. So it's 2 square minus 8 into 2 plus 28. 2 square is 4 minus 16 plus 28. 28 plus 4 is 32. 32 minus 16 is 16. So answer is 16 lakhs. Okay, let's move on to the next question. The relation between marginal revenue, average revenue and elasticity of demand. Just refer to the formula. MR is equal to AR in the bracket 1 minus 1 upon nu. So what is the right answer? MR is equal to AR 1 minus 1 upon nu. So correct answer is option A. Clear? Marginal cost. So what is marginal cost? Marginal cost is nothing but dy dx of the cost function, that is dy dx of x square plus 2x minus 1. What is the derivative of x square? 2x. What is the derivative of 2x? Is 2. What is the right answer? Option A is the right answer. Clear? Simple formula, y is equal to u minus v. Then I have to find the derivative. So it is nothing but du by dx minus dv by dx. Clear? Okay, let's move on to the next question. Total cost is given and I have to find out the average cost. So how do I find the average cost? Let's refer to the formula first. See, what is the formula of the average cost? Average cost is nothing but total cost divided by number of units produced. Fine. So I just need to apply the same formula. So average cost is nothing but total cost, that is x square upon x plus 3x upon x minus 3 upon x. X and x gets cancelled. 3 minus 3 upon x. So answer is x plus 3 minus 3 upon x. So right answer is option B. Okay, moving on to the next question. Marginal cost, very simple. Derivative of x square is 2x, derivative of 3x is 3. So answer is 2x plus 3. Total cost is given, marginal cost at x is equal to 5. So by the way, what is marginal cost for this particular function? That marginal cost for this function is 2x plus 3, and substitute the value of x is equal to 5. So 2 into 5 plus 3, which is equal to how much? 13. So what is the right answer? Answer is C, that is 13. Okay. Marginal cost, very straightforward question. The derivative of x square is 2x, derivative of 4x is 4. So answer is 2x plus 4. Next question. So in the previous question we had found the marginal cost as 2x plus 4. Now I need to substitute the value of x is equal to 2. So it's 2 into 2 plus 4. 2 2 are 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. So correct answer is 8. Next question. Average cost is given. I have been asked to find out the marginal average cost. So I have to find the derivative of 2x plus 4. What is the derivative of 2x? It is 2. And what is the derivative of 4? It is 0. So right answer is 2. Okay. Let's take the next question. The marginal average cost, what we had found in the previous question was 2. There is no x. So where do I need to substitute the value of x is equal to 10? So answer remains 2. Next question. The marginal average cost, it is 2x plus 3, the derivative. Derivative of 2x is 2, derivative of 3 is 0. So answer is 2. I just have to remember the formula well. The concept should be clear, and it takes hardly a fraction of seconds to solve such kind of questions. Marginal average cost. Again, the derivative of 2x is 2, the derivative of 3 is 0. So marginal average cost is 2. Doesn't contain any variables, so there is no need to substitute the value of x is equal to 5. So answer remain 2. Next question. Derivative, the very first formula, x to the power n. So what is the formula to find derivative of x to the power n? It is nothing but n into x to the power n minus 1. So it is 2 into 4 into x to the power 4 minus 1 plus 0. So it is 2 times 4 x to the power 3, that is 4 2s are 8 x to the power 3. So there is this 3 missing, just a typing mistake. Correct? So answer B is correct. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Total revenue is given. I have been asked to find out the marginal revenue when x is equal to 15. So marginal revenue is nothing but derivative of the revenue. So derivative of 3x square is nothing but 6x. Derivative of 36x is 36. I need to substitute the value of x as 15. So it is 6 into 15 plus 36. 15 6 are 90 plus 36, which is equal to how much? 126. So right answer is 126. Next question. F dash a is equal to 0 and f double dash a is less than 0. Then f has, whenever the second order derivative is less than 0, means given function will have maximum value at x is equal to a. So we will have a maximum at x is equal to a. Okay, moving on to the next question. Greater than 0 means it will have point of minimum. Answer is B, that is it has minimum value at x is equal to a. I have been asked to find out the minimum and maximum question basically. So first order derivative f dash x is equal to 2x minus 8. f double dash x is equal to 2. F dash x equal to 0 means I'll be getting the value of x is equal to 4. It means the given function has minimum value at x is equal to 4. So substitute the value. So this is 4 square minus 8 into 4 plus 17. 4 square is equal to how much? 16 minus 32 plus 17, which is equal to 1. So answer is C. Okay, 2 more questions to go for. Two parts of 50 such that their product are maximum. It's always divide the numbers equally, such kind of questions. So your answer is 25 and 25. Even if you're solving, so I'll have to go for x, and other part will be 50 minus 50 upon x. Sorry, it's 50 minus x, and go for applying the concept of maxima and minima. So in such cases, if say for example, if I have the question two parts of 60 such that their product is maximum, so answer will always be 30 and 30. So the two numbers are 50 divided equally, it's 25 and 25. And the last question, total revenue. Total revenue is nothing but price into demand. So this function gets multiplied with D. So what do I get? I get 2D plus 4D square minus D cube. Clear? So the first option is correct. I hope these questions should have made your concept clear with respect to how the multiple choice questions can be framed on the derivatives. Okay. So more of the questions are basically on the application or derivative part. This is where we have more scope to reframe the questions in the different formats. Okay, so that's all from my side. If you have any query, you can put it into the comment section. I'll make sure that I answer to all of you basically. And if you have liked the video, please press the like button, subscribe if you have already subscribed, well and good. If not, then please do subscribe, and please pass over to your friends as well. Thank you for watching, and last but not the least, like, share and subscribe. Have a happy learning. Thank you, and have a great day ahead.